So a slightly surprising change for Curacao in this second half, because Derwin Martina, who looked one of the more threatening players for Curacao in that first half, has been replaced by Leandro Martis. Unsure whether it's due to injury or for tactical reasons, but either way they still find themselves one goal behind here against El Salvador. Didn't have a huge amount of possession in the first half. It was controlled almost from start to finish by El Salvador, but they're still in it. In a game really you feel they have to win. They can draw this game, but have to then rely on Mexico thrashing El Salvador by 3 goals or more. They started brightly here, and they win another free kick. Vidaro Merencia. Goalkeeper does well. It's a good punch on that. And they may well have another free kick to deal with. They do. Vicente Lawrence is the man who's gone down. So a good spell of early pressure here for Curacao. Well, it's not a bad ball in either, but Rolando Morales does well. Should certainly encourage them though. Now it's poor from Ramon Mejia, who hasn't really got into the game. Mejia, he's been in good form recently, but Curacao have done well to keep him quiet so far. Cue a goal. But this was the main man in the first half, Enriquez, and he's charging forward once more. It's well defended. Cecilia. It's well played. Now Rowendi Shoop, who did have a trial at Brentford in 2012 over in England, but clearly didn't impress hugely. Probably not as bad as that man who went on trial at was it Wigan? Was there for a day and was then released. So Enriquez goes across to take the corner. I do like taking their set pieces short. Although interestingly their goal came from a direct free kick really. It was played into the box first time, but almost every opportunity they've had they've decided to play the shorter pass. This time it is going to go into the box from Enriquez, and the goalkeeper does well, gets a good fist on that, and Curacao can breathe once more. That's a needless free kick to give away really from the goal scorer Ayala. It's a poor free kick though. They may get another chance. Michael Fagunda goes down and wins another free kick for Curacao. Certainly starting to build a little bit of pressure here. They know they've got nothing to lose, because if the score stays this way they're going home anyway, so they may as well throw the kitchen sink at it. Morencia with the ball in. Well, will he choose just to play it down the right hand side? He won't. The ball comes in straight down to the goalkeeper's throat, and I think Richel Lawrence actually had a point there, because he had just sort of meandered over to the right hand side, and it looked as though if he had just been played the ball straight to his feet he was in on goal. But down the other end El Salvador come forward and force a corner of their own. De La Place is telling his defenders to be positive here. Enriquez will play the ball in. It's dealt with from Cecilio, is that? Enriquez gets it back. Can find another cross. This one is better, and it's well defended again, but El Salvador come forward once more. It really is crucial to try and top the group, especially with you only having to make the semi-finals to get through to the Under-20 World Cup. You don't even have to reach the final really, so if you can top the group, then you know you're going to have a runner-up of another group in the next round. It is just straight to the quarter-finals. If El Salvador can win here and win comfortably like Mexico did, and then get a result from Mexico and top the group, they will either play Panama or Jamaica. It's not a bad ball here. Van Eymer, who has been carded. Both Van Eymer and Melvin Alfaro for El Salvador on yellow cards at the moment. But here's Maya, who gets the shot away, and it took an awkward bounce in front of De La Place. Did well to hold on to that. Huge kick upfield. The referee's whistle goes, and it's a fairly tame free kick. Got the substitution brewing for Curacao, and it's going to be Randall Winkler. Good advantage from the referee. It's a good ball as well, and he'll get it back here. 2-8, and he goes for the shot, which completely took, well, everyone by surprise, really. Everyone was expecting Miguel Lemus to try and pick out one of his two targets in the middle, but just tried to hammer the ball towards De La Place's near post. A couple of inches lower, it really would have scared him. It's a strong challenge, and he's annoyed that it's been penalised, is Michael Fecunda. Sort of sympathise with him. He did get the ball first. He sort of, due to his momentum, I think more than anything, took the man out afterwards. Oh, it's great feet. Here's a chance now. Can he get Lemus away? He can, but the offside flag goes up. Two fantastic runs, though, from Lemus in the last couple of minutes or so. He was offside. Perhaps he just wanted the ball played a little earlier. So here is the substitution for Curacao. And it is Randall Winkler who is coming on for them. And he is replacing Rowendi Schupp. Here is Winkler with his first touch. Looks to run at Lemus, but he does well. Oh, and he's got lucky there. He dwelt on the ball for a long time. Jeremy Felomina with his white gloves. It's Winkler again, but Lemus does very well. Ayala loses it. And this is a big chance for El Salvador, who goes first time, and it was a very good save. It was Rommel Meja, but De La Place was equal to it. I think you could tell what Meja was trying to do when he opened up his body. You could tell he was just going to try and bend that ball towards the far post, but it still had to be saved. And he held on to it as well. It's a terrible ball, and what can Curacao make of this? Well, they win the throw-in. Half an hour remaining here. Still El Salvador lead by a goal to nil. There's Cecilia trying to find Winkler, and it had to be cut out there. But now Meja can break himself. Cecilia does well. Wins the ball back. Trying to find the pace of Leandro Martis, who does well to keep the ball alive but concedes the free kick. I think a lot of these players are beginning to think this referee is becoming a little too whistle happy here. Now there's going to be a change for El Salvador. It's Diego Galdames who's going off. And Kevin Barahona comes on. Loose pass, Cecilia can turn it around the corner and went for the return ball. Here's Alfaro. Henriquez, who's been a little quieter in the second half so far, hasn't seen anywhere near the amount of the ball he was seeing in the first half, but here he is now. And once again he causes problems, and it could be two, and it had to be defended because Pena was just waiting for the tap-in. Hit long, and Cecilia will try and get on the end of this. More than happy to let it run out for a throw-in, and he urges his teammates downfield to come and support him. Just towers above people, Cecilia. Look at him on Oliver Ayala there. Head and shoulders above him, and he wins the flick on. Henriquez with a nice little touch, and El Salvador can break now. Henriquez wants it back, but the pass was behind him. He sort of had to stop his run. Here's Barahona, the substitute. Now Alfaro. Lemus has gone past him. Had to halt his run also to stay onside. Nice little 1-2, but this time he is given offside. A few times now Lemus has got into promising positions. Just needs to try and time his run a little better. Barahona goes long. The defender has no idea where it is, and it's the simplest of goals for Rommel Meja. Well, both striker and defender were sort of looking over their shoulders, trying to see where the ball was. But it was Rommel Meja who scored 2 in his last 2 appearances for El Salvador. He's now scored 3 in 3. It was just a hopeful ball, really, and the defender had no idea where it was. Felamina was looking all around him. The goalkeeper came out and was really in no man's land. Just a terrible piece of defending from Sharumi Felamina, and one of the easiest goals that Rommel Meja will score. And in a game they cannot afford to lose, Curacao found themselves 2-0 down with just 25 minutes left to play. Well, the next goal all of a sudden becomes absolutely vital. 3-0, surely there's no return. But if they can find one, then you never know. But El Salvador come forward once more. The referee will blow his whistle here. And Curacao get the free kick. I wasn't expecting it to go that direction. Facunda just trying to push the El Salvador players back a little bit, and this will probably go into the box, looking for Cecilia's head. Oh, and it did find his man as well, but there was no one gambling really off the header from Yael Eisden. Really is an incredible atmosphere in the stadium. These players would never really have played in front of crowds like this before, and they may never again. He was a little too enthusiastic, and he will pick up a yellow card, will Leandro Martis. He just getting a little frustrated, I think. He made one poor challenge, and then he was very late here, and he then went chasing after another one and committed 2 fouls really. It's frustrating though as a front man, especially when you don't particularly get a huge amount of service in a game. Can begin to annoy you, and you do go looking for action really. El Salvador won't mind this. Winkler running after it. Appeals for the throw-in. Can't believe it's not been given his way. Preparing another substitution. Curacao. This will be their last, after Martis and Winkler have already come on. A foul throw. You don't often see too many foul throws away from schoolboy football. You just think if El Salvador could perhaps get that third goal, they may contemplate bringing off the likes of Henriquez. Well, I thought it was Leandro Martins who was going off then, but it isn't. Bit of confusion here. It's definitely Nathan Martino who's coming on, and it's Irving van Eijma who's going off. And Melvin Alfaro will go off for El Salvador. He has been booked, remember. And Ivan Castro will replace him for the last 20 minutes or so here. Games do come thick and fast in this sort of championship. It's not like the World Cup where sometimes you may get sort of 5 days, 7 days rest between games. It is 2 days tops, really. Back here in the same stadium, El Salvador, for their next match against Mexico on the 23rd. Enriquez has just picked up a yellow card, and the last thing that El Salvador want is a red card for him. Would not surprise me one bit to see him go off before the end of this game, just to make sure that doesn't happen, because he was absolutely fantastic in the first half. Not sure what happened here. It's Michael Facundo who's down. Well, Hendrik Schrijver's got to be careful here that he doesn't get sent off. He's absolutely lambasting the referees. He's still going. Now the assistant manager goes across to try and calm him down. He's furious about something. The biggest win, Curacao under-20s, came back in 2010 when they beat the British Virgin Isles 20-0. Extraordinary result. The first ever fixture was against El Salvador, was Curacao. The 5th of March 1962 was the first Curacao under-20s football match, and it finished 1-1. Oh, what a goal that is! Completely out of the blue. Curacao find themselves right back in this game. Or maybe not, as the referee disallowed it. No, it's definitely going to count. And Cecilia desperately trying to encourage his players. But what a finish this was. Cuts onto his left foot. It's Vidaro Merencia, the captain for Curacao. Cuts onto his left foot and just bends one into the top left-hand corner of the net. Rolando Morales with absolutely no chance. And just when you thought El Salvador were coasting to victory here, Curacao have 15 minutes or so to try and stay in this under-20 championship. Well, they haven't created many chances today, and that was really only a half chance, if a half chance really. It was just a wonderful bit of technique. Now look at the momentum, charging forward once more. It's Facunda, gets the ball in, and what a cross that was, and Cecilia just couldn't reach it. A teasing ball fizzed across the 6-yard box, and Facunda has a right to be a little annoyed with the rest of his team, because that was really served up on a plate. This game has completely changed. If they could have scored then, they could have even thought about winning the game. As I've said, a draw still isn't absolutely ideal for Curacao, because it will mean that Mexico have to beat El Salvador by 3 goals or more, which is possible. But they come forward once again. It's Martis, the substitute, looking for support. Does well, wins the throw-in. He's the goal scorer. Well, he's got... if he could have just looked up, he had Randall Winkler just on the edge of the box. Oh, and he's offside. It's disappointing. You may see a bit of this over the remaining 11 minutes. Oh, it was a great effort as well. Richard Lawrence, it was certainly on target. Well, in the 2 games tonight, I think there's been about 4 stretches that have come on. So into the last 10 minutes here, El Salvador still lead by 2-1. But the game has completely changed. Curacao look very much more threatening. They just look a more confident team now. Amazing what a goal can do. They've got to be careful that they don't commit so many men forward that they're caught on the break. Here's Pena. Meja, the scorer of the second El Salvador goal, fancied himself again. Goalkeeper urging his players forward. Don't need to panic just yet. They still have a good 10 minutes or so, including injury time. Meja, good ball to Lemus, who's carried on his run again from left back. Tries to go round him, but it's well defended. Goalkeeper shouting at the ball boys and ball girls, desperately wanting the ball back. Here's Meja. Might try and go himself here, Meja. He does. He looks to bend it in that top right-hand corner again. Here's Henriquez. Filomena just allows it to go out for another goal kick. Sustil Plas will launch the ball forward once more. There's going to be another substitution for El Salvador before that, and it's the goal scorer, Rommel Meja, who's making way. And Jose Villavicencio replaces him. Defensive change, he's more of a defensive midfielder rather than Meja, who very much plays up front almost. And here's a chance for El Salvador again, fizzed across the 6-yard box, but no striker gambling. It's a good tackle. This could be a good pass as well, or it just slightly overhit. Looking for Leandro Martis. The band in full flow once again. Just have no air in their lungs, these trumpet players, by the end of the matches. Throw goes Curacao's way. Just over 5 minutes here. Good tackle from Winkler. Hit forward. I think it's going to run out for a goal kick. Well, it could have done, but Oliver Ayala thought it needed defending. Another throw-in. He'll probably aim to land this on Cecilia's head, which it does. It's not the greatest head, 50p head. But they have won themselves a free kick here, Curacao, in a very dangerous position. A real opportunity. Jeremy Felomena trotting forward. Can he get the delivery spot on here? But he goes for goal himself and he's hit the post. Well, everyone was expecting him to cross the ball in, but he took everyone unaware, went to bend it in the near post, and was about 3 inches from doing so. The goalkeeper really wasn't expecting it. Clambering across his goal, Cecilia with the flick on. Here's Penna, does well. That's not a good tackle, but Penna gets up and keeps going. The referee more than happy to play the advantage. Good feet from Penna. Well, I looked at pretty rash challenge. He's claiming he got the ball, but I think Nathan Martina will go into the referee's book here. Well, this isn't particularly what Curacao need here. A big delay, just ruining their momentum that they had built up. And it is a yellow card for Martina. Can't have too many complaints, I don't think. Tell you what, on another referee, that could have been a red card. He jumped in there with his studs up. Not a good tackle from Nathan Martina. And El Salvador choose to play the ball into the box rather than waste a bit of time in the corner. What you think an experienced team would do. Looks as though once again this is going to go into the penalty area, and look where he's placed the ball. I never really understand why players do that. They do go short. Henriquez picks the ball up, tries to go through the legs, but he gets it back and wins the free kick. And it'll be another yellow card here. This time for Vidaro Marencia. Well, they have just over a minute, Curacao, to try and save their under-20 championship campaign. In the last place they want the ball is where it is at the moment, and where it has been for the last few minutes. And they get it back now, and it will go long. And they look for Winkler. Just try and squeeze El Salvador in here. And the pass goes long, looks for Cecilio, wins the flick on well. No Fagunda, and it's a corner to Curacao. The crowd roar them on here. There's going to be 4 minutes of injury time. I don't think it's time for De La Place to go up just yet. Ball comes in and it's a terrible corner. They get lucky, they get the ball back. Cross comes in again and it has to be defended. I think the offside flag was already up. Just offside, half a yard or so. Another yellow card, this time for Jose Peña. Not sure whether it was for the push or the handball. The ball launched forward once more. Winkler wins the flick on, but it's anywhere will do time at the moment for El Salvador. And that's Paul trying to find Vidaro Merencia, who runs after it, tries to get the game going again. They have the throw in. 2 minutes remaining. Looking for Cecilia, who does win the flick on. Merencia. Shot's got to come in. Its technique was absolutely horrendous from Richena Lawrence, but they do win the corner. It may now be time for De La Place, and yet he gets the call. The keeper's on his way. It's all or nothing for Curacao here. Merencia with the ball in. And it's poor. It's really got to be better delivery than that. A wasted journey for De La Place. Will they be able to forge one more opportunity here? The goalkeeper will try and drag this goal kick out for as long as he can. And the referee says it's a corner. They were certain it was a foul, but El Salvador will not mind one jot, because I'm sure they will just try and keep it in this corner for the remaining 30 seconds or so. That's a bit of inexperience showing that. The goalkeeper will run across to take this free kick into the remaining 15 seconds here. It's got to go long. And that's not what they wanted. The 4 minutes is up. It looks as though Curacao's under-20 Championship CONCACAF campaign is over, and it is over. You've got to give them great credit with the way they battled and fought in that second half, because first half it was all too easy for El Salvador. They only went into the break 1-0 up thanks to Oliver Ayala's goal. And Curacao certainly came out in the second half with a completely different mindset. They unfortunately went 2 behind when a huge defensive error allowed Rommel Meja just to steal in and score the simplest of tap-ins. But it was made very interesting with 15 minutes remaining when Vidaro Merencia got one back for Curacao. That made it 2-1, but they couldn't quite find that second goal which they so needed. So Curacao join Haiti and Puerto Rico as the three teams that are no longer in this under-20 championship. It's finished here. El Salvador 2, Curacao 1.